Okay, one of the primary drawing tools in any CAD package is the line tool. So I'm going to show you how to use that. First of all, we access the main menu, we then select the line tool, and then we're back in the drawing space. Now, a line consists of 2 points, so I want to show you how in SitePAD we create and place those 2 points. I can create a point by placing it, which is a tap in the drawing space. Or if I want to drag a point to a position, I can press, touch, hold, move, and the sprite will appear, which I can then drag, as long as I'm maintaining that touch. When I release, the point is set. I can do that for the second point as well, and this just allows you a little bit more control. So, suppose I want to draw a line of a fixed length. I could place a first point, or I could drag a first point, and then access the numerical input menu, specify the distance I would like, so I'm going to say 150 units, enter, and you'll see that line is constrained to being 150. Now the location of the second point that I place determines the direction of the line. So if I was to do it, I'll drag this first point, I'm going to say 200 this time, and there we go. And if you can't see, you'll have to take my word, that second line is 50 units longer than the first. Okay, now when you're drawing a line, often you want to be able to draw it in perpendicular plane, for example, or perhaps at 45 degrees. Using the orthos command, which is this middle button on the bottom row of the main menu, we can activate the orthos command. See, orthogonal mode enabled. Now I'm still in the line tool, but if just to emphasize that, I will reselect the line tool. Now I'm placing a first point. Again, I could drag that first point to its location, but I've placed that first point, and you'll notice the line is restrained to drawing only in a particular plane. So we have 0, 45 and 90, and then the intermediate angles. That in a future release, that will be able to be toggled, so you'll have a lot more control over the angle that you're drawing. That's strange. You get the idea. Okay, in addition to orthos, I'm just going to deactivate that for a second, but in addition to orthos we also have snap commands which help you draw accurately. So I'm going to turn on the end snap and again get back to that line tool. Now suppose I've got a drawing and I want to draw a line up to. Because I've activated the end snap, can you see how that snaps to the end point? I can also activate a midpoint, and then the point that I'm drawing will snap to the midpoint or the end point, whichever is nearest. Oops. Now the snaps also work by tapping them, but it's a little bit more inaccurate. So dragging a point is often the best way to ensure you get the good snap. Now I can drag that first sprite as well, and that's snapping to those points there. Okay, I'm just going to clear that screen. If I was to turn I have the end and the mid snaps on, and I'm going to turn orthos on as well. And I'm now going to draw a box. So let's say 250 units. Snap to the end of that. 250 units. Oh dear. Okay. And that is a box 250 units by 250 units.